you all wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 419th edition of InvestData Trading Academy live with Ambrose. Yes, I will say a big sorry that the time no schedule has to start by 12 o'clock, but because of the technical issue we're having here, we're starting at this time. Sorry for the delay, but we need to discuss today because of we didn't do a class yesterday. It's three times in a week, but I need really to discuss because I saw the market trying to rebound, trying to pull back again and to come to a correction mode. So that yesterday confirmed that the market has entered that trend and market. But still, let's go back to our global market to start with. Yes, as usual, we are looking at the global scene as we speak now. I'll tell you that the global market is missed right away. I think that the Asia market, stocks are open, in the red. I think that most of the market there are really in the red right away. While only few are in green. I'll tell you that the gain that China economy has recorded or have influenced the market is going down as people are taking profit or marketplace are taking profit in those markets. If you look at also what is happening in Europe, the same trend we're seeing in mixed market in Europe, while that of US market is flashing as we speak now, despite also we're seeing a mixed trend in that regard. But looking at what is happening in Asia, I will tell you that yes, the flat to low range on this hour as a rebound in the China market post forward for breadth. Why we're seeing that comment from also from the Fed Reserve officers, Federal Reserve officers, sorry, of Fed are also speaking on what on the recent economic data and also the impact or what the signal is giving for what for US rate cut. Don't forget that all eyes are still on this rate cut because we are looking at which of the big central bank of the world will start this cut. Back of what's it called ECB has shown sign that yes they are going to rate cut will come very soon, but they didn't give it. Why Fed are saying this year, like what I'll tell you already in May now, all eyes are that in June we'll start seeing that. For bank, one of the big bank in America is saying that if there will be anything rate cut to come out from September, why some members of the Fed committee are also saying that yes, they might have no cut this year, might be next year. I said that this is also changing the mood of the market, not only in US, also we're seeing them reflecting in the market in Asia as we speak now. And that's why I see that the market in Asia is mixed as all eyes are still on what is the direction of what of Fed on what on rate cut. That has a way of influencing the market. Don't forget that anywhere in the world where there is what a rate cut or we are going to lose money, you see that it has a way of influencing the equity market positive. That's why the market is a bit quiet as we speak now. But the optimism of what is happening in US the China economy, we're seeing improvement and economic condition improving in China. And that means because of consistent stimulus intervention of the government and easing of the restriction on investment is also reflecting on recent rally we are seeing in that market. Market hunting also coming up. Looking at the quarter result that came from that domain, and seeing that yes, the service sector, MPR is also positive for that. This is a sign that yes, China economy is finding its feet. That focus is also what I used to see the big Asia economy, how it look like at this time. Investors are really looking at where they can take advantage of what is happening in Asia market. We are seeing that even when Japan yen is also coming down, and there's a threat that Japan authority will likely to step into to intervene. But intervention for that's also keeping that market also in that dimension. Like I speak now, I can tell you that the Japan market is like the worst market now in Asia as it has lost about 1.3% from recent week to date. I will tell you this is also a very volatile because of the yen, the currency that is going up and down, taking with the government intervention, and also cautious towards what the Asia Japan market is part of what is also but the good thing is that the stronger earnings that came from across the market is also a good one. Today in US also we are seeing that the Toyota result is also out. We are seeing that Toyota annual profit has really increased, and also focusing that yes, some of their flagship product might slow down in terms of performance depending. And don't forget this currency also, when you see currency kind of looking down, it become a plus for exporting economy. Just like Japan, if these vehicles are coming from Japan, producers, then that once their currency is lower, it also improve their export. We're looking at all this also playing out in the market as we speak. Like I said earlier, that in Asia, it's already in Europe, we're seeing already a mixed market. And I'll tell you that mixed market, I said back of in UK, which UK market is slightly marginally up, while that of Germany is a bit down. But all eyes are still on what will be the outcome of Fed in terms of a rate cut in their next meeting, because already the Fed chairman have said yes that he don't see kind of prolonged period for this rate cut, but all eyes are strongly on what economic data and also the members. These are what is also investors are looking at, pondering on their mind on analyzing how it's going to affect their market and also going to affect their investment decision. Don't forget that this is one thing that's very, very important, because money will flow to where there's positive impact, either policy or government action. I believe that these are what investors are thinking, and also they also look in that direction to see how this thing also going to guide their investment decision. Like I said, that the result from Toyota auto producer also a very good one. Seeing they're doubling their profit, almost doubling their profit for the year. And that's also a pointer that yes, the economy is not doing bad. Like I said earlier, that when you have a weaker currency and you're exporting economy or continent, you benefit from it. And also, US also moved to kind of revoke some licenses to sell to what China, tech company over there. These are the things also that's also in play in that tech company. But one thing is that tech companies in across the globe have shown good earnings in terms of impact of AI. Most of them are really investing to see they take advantage of AI, natural intelligence, to kind of make their products robust, and also to mean that they win the market that expect to impact their performance. Another one is very, very important, that look at the crude oil price as we speak now, have kind of pullback marginally, as we've seen US inventory increasing, and at the same time there's this cautious expectation of supply from expected meeting in 1st of June, that the OPEC are meeting, where they will be making a policy decision. These are the things that's also driving crude oil price, even when the ceasefire discussion between Gaza and Israel are still shaking. But I believe that at the end of the day, there will be no light at the end of the tunnel. These are the things that are shaking. That weak demand, global demand, is also a major concern for for marketers or traders in that market. Yes, quick one. We look to Africa. Africa market for me is also very, very mixed. But I'll tell you that look at Africa market, and Nigeria market, which is the NGS, is also down, extending almost 3 days in the red. We saw it the market pullback on Monday. We saw it yesterday, and also even when market have crossed the 100,000 mark on Monday, but because of Airtel losing 10%, we saw it pulling back. But yesterday we saw also some profit taking hitting some financial service providers, especially banking and insurance. That also are other sectors that also put the market down. But this morning we're seeing position taken in some of the agricultural, agro business and others, seeing them looking overboard. The market is still very, very flat as we speak now. We want to see if the market rebound from this point. But we want to look at what is the market data before we look at the earnings I want to discuss today. We're looking at GTCO and FCMB today. But let's look at the market data first to see the state of the market before we quickly go to the earnings we are going to discuss. But because of we start late, we might likely move our time to around 12:30 to run the class. But today I'll tell you that as we expect to see the figures for the market, is very, very important, so that the state of the market. Speaking of the market is still marginally in red. We can see that the Ocean Index that measure market performance at any time, any day, is also at 98,125.51, down by 102.99, presenting about 0.12. That is 0.12 in the red. But if you look at also the market bread, that we call a market internal, I will tell you that we are seeing that the market is also dicey, because we are seeing that we've seen more sellers in the market as we speak. We're seeing about 17 losers against 10 gainers right away as we speak. And out of that 17 losers, the top losers right now is can see for ourselves. Can see that the top losers are NASCOM. NASCOM is down by 10%. PZ down by 10%. International Brewery, even when they reach results, their Q1 is still losing about 9.9%. Transcorp is also on the southward movement, 5.8% down, and Universal Insurance. These are the top losers out of the 17 in the red. But if you look at the top gainers, yes, as top gainers about 10, like I told earlier, they're having a negative market break. But I see that the Okomu is leading by 10%, followed by Tantalizer, while Peak Insurance, which is now correlation is also at the top. I see Japan also sustaining for almost 5 days, sorry, 2 days or 2 days in the green. Also, we're seeing Nestle is surfacing for a long time. We're seeing Nestle, we have not seen them on the gainer chart since they posted the negative result that also affected their shareholders for now. I see Nestle coming up on the gainer chart for the first time for a long period. Yes, if you look at in terms of volume, Transcorp is leading in volume, traded about 17.9 million shares, followed by MTN 10.7 million shares, and MTN is at inch up a little to 217 naira as we speak now. Also, can see that Access is the next there, 9.9 million shares traded so far at 17 naira 50 kobo. Huma Bank is down to 8 naira from 8 naira 10 kobo closed yesterday, traded 8.2 million shares, and Japan traded to 4.4 million shares at 2 naira 20 kobo. This is the state of the market in terms of data. But quickly, I want to look at the earnings I told you earlier about. We're looking at the financial sector, which we're looking at Q1 number from GTCO and that of FCMB. And I will tell you that the strong earnings that are emanating from the financial sector, especially the banking, we have not seen both the audited and the first quarter from the financial insurance company. But from the banks, I will tell you on the audited and the first quarter, these are cost strong number that give reason why investors should look that way. Not minding the new capital base, but it's a pointer that yes, since retained earnings is not part of a capital structure of this bank, with this number we're seeing, I think investors will smile since they have between now and 2 years time to recapitalize. The opportunity for the banks to reward their shareholders and also plan for recapitalization. It's possible that most of these banks will not make move for recapitalization this year after they have taken care of their investor through their dividend and free dividend for 2024. Now they have to 2026 to recapitalize. Then in 2025 they can hit the market to recapitalize. I believe that investors that understand that this number is a pointer. When you see stronger earnings anywhere, it's another reason why stocks should move up, other in the medium on the long term. Don't forget that it is earnings that price feed on at any market condition. Now that we're seeing this earnings coming, it's a plus for us. I will tell you that the number that came from GT code has changed the narrative for the bank. We have seen that the other banks have been ahead, even in dividend payment that people are looking at them, they perform poorly. But with this first quarter, it's a signal where GT code is heading. GT code can see that their gross earnings move from 158.1 billion to 680.4 billion, is all by what 330.4% in the green. You can see that this 3-digit heavy one, not just 330.4 is a good one, and this translates to what? To profit after tax, after you have factored in all your cost element tax, government tax. I think that the PAT stood at what? At 457.13 billion against 58.17 billion in 2023. That represented about 685.9 in the grade, and this is the highest in the industry. It's a pointer, and also you can see the benefit of having a holdco. But also many of them are holdco. Can see that came from the Access Bank. The one that came from UBA. Can see also the one that came from Zenith Bank is already entering into holdco group. Can see that. Don't forget that one thing I will tell you that if you remember the history of our market, when we had the first the last level of the last recapitalization in this market, during Soludo, was having about almost 84 or to 85 banks. For that time, most of these banks had what called universal license. And that universal license that the banks then were allowed to have a top broking firm, insurance, allowed to have issuing house and all those stuff. And that is when they were recapitalization, then they saw that most of these banks, especially the big ones that are today, were able to scale to because they have a lot of things to move money around, and they were doing other things, trading. And these days now, I see that indirectly or in a disguise, they have come back to the same pattern again, calling it a holding company. That means if you see the earnings that come from trading income of this bank, it's a sign that yes, they are also doing other things apart from bank. That's why they give results that come from the result for the banking sector, looking at what the interest income, and they also go to tell you the fees income in terms of also if you look at the recent statistics we are seeing how the banks collect money from even transaction on electrical transaction. It says that the banks are making money from everything you and I are doing on this. For me, this is that the banks is a place to be. Yes, despite the calculation that is on ground, I see potential in that sector. because they've given a signal. And also don't forget that the government policy in terms of monetary policy is also favoring the banks. We have seen that the yield environment has improved because of what high interest rates. And this bank is one that has huge fund to play around. That's why I see all the banks. Look at Zenith Bank interest income. Look at GTO. Look at Access Own. Look at others. UPA, what's it called, Women Bank, and all. You can see that is that this is a place that investors should look at. Yes, there's people before now that are issuing because of capitalization or new capital base. But I tell you, the numbers we are seeing, the banks will successfully achieve it. Especially this the Fugas, the first year banks. I also are seeing that the second tier banks are really moving towards becoming stronger and bigger. And I think that also will help Fidelity and the FCMB. But come to see FCMB figure, as I was saying, that translates to about 685.9% growth from 58.17 billion to 457.13 billion. This is the profit after tax at the end of the day. And this also translates to 16 naira 24 kobo against 2 naira 4 kobo in 2023. On this note, with this earning per share of 16 naira, what's your forecast for the year? Yes, let's see that things change between now. This alone, that you don't expect to see these earnings to come less than 30, 35 naira or 40 at the end of the day. For me, it's a good one for GTCO if this trend is sustained in subsequent numbers. At the end of the day, we'll see that even before now, this bank is one of the most efficient banks in terms of managing the cost. We will see that are reflected on the profit margin for this period under review. Profit margin moved from 36.8% to 67.19% for first quarter 2024. For me, this is a good one. If you at the end of the day look at the balance sheet of GTCO, very robust balance sheet. Yes, you can see the retained earnings is already in trillion. Now we see that the cash flow for the period also has improved from 106.47 billion to 366.13 billion in 2024. You can see that this tells that the bank is focused and that bank is going somewhere. For me, the price movement, even though it's pulling back, it's an opportunity for you to buy because there is potential in this bank. And I tell you today, if foreign investors are coming to this economy, the banking sector will be the first attraction. And the bank like Zenith Bank, bank like the GTCO, bank like Fidelity, bank like UBA, and bank like Access Bank also will be where we're looking at because of an FCMB, because of what they have seen in these banks. It's very important that we note all this. Yes, look at the number that came from FCMB. I'll tell you this is a contempt bank, but the number is sure that they are going somewhere. Yes, you can see improvement in their payout. For me, it's a good one. That's something like 100% growth in payout from 25 kobo to almost 50 kobo. It's a good one, but I believe that this was done to keep the investor in line, because if you look at the before now, their payout ratio is very low. But even when the earnings are good, what paying 50 kobo for me is not the wrong one. They are paying 50 kobo is a good one for investor to go. That's why this number that came from FCMB is a very good number for me. Look at the gross earnings for FCMB. It moved from 87.4 billion to 179.1 billion, resulting 104. You can see that most of the bank Q1 are in digit growth. For me, it's a very, very fantastic move for the bank. It's a signal where they are going in, signals what the impact of what current policy in the economy, especially as CBN has hiked rate in just 2 months about 600 basis points. Now, speaking now, interest rate about 24.75. You know what it is for this bank. Even when CBN say that they should do this one, they should not do this one, you can see that the banks are making money. Also, the banks are being careful. That's why I see management, because they know that when the economy is struggling like this, most of the business to struggle. That means giving loan to some business. Banks is bothered to protect their deposits of their customers. For me, that's why it's only those that know that are capable. Like then, that's why we are seeing that cost of funds already is high in Nigeria to speak now. For you to have a loan of about 30 to 32% with all management fees, what business are going to do with such? That is why we are watching to see the GDP, what will tell us for Q1 and what we want to spread for for Q2. But looking at this number now, this translates to what 28.77 billion against 29.29 billion, 209.7% up. Also for the bottom line of FCMB, that translates to what 5 naira 80 kobo earning per share against 1 naira 88 kobo. Says that you can now forecast that FCMB, if they maintain this momentum, at the end of the day, we are seeing nothing less than 20 naira earning per share for this bank for 2024, and that is that the price will not be anything less than 12 naira or above. Like I said, that of GTCO This go hitting 18 naira. I'm not surprised. But I believe that this first year of the direction might not see much activities for planning and not to work. From 2025 to 2026, you will see more. But now they are having huge no retail earnings, supporting for the banks to reward their shareholders. The shareholders can come back and also invest in them with the money. That is the way it works. It just you rub my mind, you rub my back, I rub your back. It's as simple as that. These are the owners of the bank. If they say they don't have access to their wallet and they can pay their shareholders and come back and invest it again in another way, either by right issue or by public offer. They see their own investment and see their own money as we speak. Yes, for me, I would say that for FCMB, we saw improvement from their profit margin from 10.63 to 16.1, which is good. But the good thing is that the operating cash flow for FCMB for the period also was up to 112.96 billion from 38.44 billion. This is the state of this bank. I'll tell you that their balance sheet are good. Quick one, because of our time, let's look at what the chart is saying. The chart, I can see that the chart as we speak now already, the chart is looking down. You can see that red on Monday, red on Tuesday. Speak now, the market is trying to find its level here. You can even see in volume. I see that the market is have to tell that this is sell volume. Or see a green volume, that is a buy volume. You can see that this is sell volume already, and market is down. For having what more sellers in the market than buyer right away as we speak. That is what this volume is telling us. A quick one. Let's see for you to know exactly what I'm saying. You can see for yourself now. You can see that for 3 days now, 1, 2, 3 for today. For what that is a strong support level here. The market is looking at around 79,891 is the strong. Consider it tested it here, it tested it here. That's where once the market break out this strong support level, a new markdown is up already. I think the market is already on a decline. But right now, because they are not taking away this place, once they take it away, that will confirm another big correction. But I believe that as market also or investors or players that just the first quarter result, this portfolio reshuffling and the sector rotation will continue for the future, especially as we look forward to see half year result from the month of July. Yes, let me call up the 2, 3 indicators we're going to use here because of our time. Let's quickly call them up. Quickly, we don't calculate our money flow. Look at also call our C line. C line is up there. The remaining one is there. Let's call our MACD. Very important. Momentum is key. Yes, this MACD is here. People will not change this one towards. So okay, let me remove already you can see that it's below what the T line. But let me remove this. Back to where? Okay, turn this one towards to 8. That's our T line. Yeah, you can see that the money flow is trying to look up here. You can see it trying to look up gradually. And once MACD confirm a bullish MACD, that is the plot for the market as we speak. So you can see that the T line is the market is below the T line. It's a sign of weakness. Which yesterday confirmed that the downtrend is on now as we speak. For investors, due to what is very important. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for the market. On 1 hour chart, you can see that the market is still below the T line. You can see it for yourself. Our money flow is looking down around 30, and MACD is now you can see a sign of 1 hour chart. You can look at this histogram here. MACD is also still moving, gradually to turn bullish. This is a sign that yes, the market might likely also turn up at the end of the day. Look at 4 hour chart before we look at the another stock for today. For 4 hour chart, you can see that the market is also slightly below the T line or flat. Or I see that the money flow is reading almost 58. For me, it's a good one for 4 hour chart. And while MACD is slightly bearish, you can see it here. As we speak, you need to also look at this. Let's quickly look at this. This now, we want to see it here exactly what is MACD doing here. Very important. You can see. It here now. You can see it here. That's the MACD is just there and there. You can see it here. That's there. market is still a bit uh, somehow bullish or still looking down as we speak. But if you look at the market setup out there, that the market is mixed, let's wait and see at the end of the day. For Okumu this morning, we saw Okumu coming up after we've seen the life of the life of Fresco for almost 3 to 4 days. We're seeing Okumu coming up 10% gain. Want to see this momentum in Okumu, is it sustainable? Yes, you can see that. You can watch for yourself. You can see that the momentum this 4 hour start, that it's still up. You can see that it's trading above the T line. Look at it here. Look at money flow. MACD is bullish. But let's come to 1 hour chart, which is also you can see that this that share was seeing that it's still trading at that price at 255. Now you can see the move, the money flow, but you can see also that the stock is going on MACD is bearish as you look at it right now. The money flow is being almost 72, but for me it's not a bad one at all. If you look at what is happening in Japan Gold. Japan Gold, need to know what is happening there, so that you know exactly what to do with your position in Japan Gold. That's what you need to know. That is last one I'm going to look. Japan has gained for 3 days or 2 days. I mean, you can see that Japan, 1 hour chart. You can see this morning where it opened, where it is, where it thought as high as almost 220. Right now it's almost around 219, 218. You need to keep your eyes on this stock. Like this stock and charms, let's look at watch them very closely and see where they are going. Despite that, we saw a slowdown in their Q1. There must be a reverse, like to be a reversal and Q2. Start booking your tents and also thinking that even investments that get the future, not their past performance. What will drive the future, not performance, is for you and I are interested. Yes, on this note, I'll say thank you and sorry for starting late because of our technical issues at the beginning of the class. See you on Friday and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.